Hello YouTube, it's Michael here. No, it's been a while guys. I've actually moved into a brand new home. So it's in the process of moving, doing all that sort of stuff, packing, unpacking, switching jobs, stuff like that. So that's why I haven't done a video in a while. But I'm doing a quick video today. I'm going to do my PSP stuff just to do something. I am pretty much settled in here now, as you can see. The setup's almost exactly the same for the living room, but it's a little different. And I've added actually quite a bit of games to all my PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, stuff like that. I'm doing update videos. I just recently started ordering games again, so I will be doing those pretty soon. As soon as I get the games, at least. And then this is the new gaming room. It's pretty much a man cave. Pretty much what you expect. Crap. Need to leave my closet open. Anyway, sorry. So, yep, I'm going to do my PSP stuff. I actually like this room a lot. I'm allowed putting up posters in here finally. So put up some of my posters. I'm still looking for some that I had in my boxes. But anyway, let's get down into it. The reason I'm doing this video is just to show that I'm alive and do my PSP stuff. PSP stuff is really cool to me. I had a PSP pretty much from day one. There's a lot of hype involved with it, I guess. It really didn't go toe-to-toe with Nintendo's Nintendo DS, but I thought the PSP was an amazing platform. It offered a lot of great games. The quality of the games I thought was way better than the DS as far as production and stuff goes. Now graphically, it was about a PS2, a handheld PS2. That's exactly how I would describe the PSP. But what made the PSP stand out a little bit is that you could mod it as opposed to the DS, Nintendo DS. You could mod it, and the type of games that were on the PSP, they're definitely exclusives, and some of my favorite exclusives. I do not have an extensive PSP collection anymore. I've bought and resold my PSP stuff probably 5 or 6 times, and there's a lot of great games that I missed. And you'll find that the games that you can pick up for the PSP are cheap. This is like one of the cheapest handhelds you can get into. Now, starting off, you're going to need a system. Now, there's 3 different types. There's a 1000, 2000, and 3000, and there's several limited editions. Sorry, guys. I think, let me see, I think this is a 2000. You know it's newer design because you can open it up like that without the first 1000 there was a special eject button for it and stuff. But you can get a PSP between $50 and $60 used. Sometimes you can get it with the memory stick, maybe a couple of games for the $60 range. But I don't think it's going to go down too much further. I think it's actually gaining a little bit of steam. People are understanding that they can mod it and play pretty much whatever game they want to on it. But anyway, here's just a small list of games that I have. And I've acquired these at garage sales. I've sought some of these out. Some of these are my wife's, actually. My wife had a PSP as well. So, anyway, I'll get right into it. First game I'm going to show is called Ace Combat 10: Skies of Deception. It's a Ace Combat game. It's air dogfights, stuff like that. It's an okay game. I picked it up at GameStop a while ago when they were phasing out the PSP stuff, and I think I got this for $2 or $3. That's why I picked it up. It was complete. You don't find PSP games complete at GameStop, if you find them at all. Next game is called Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. My wife is a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. That's why I have it. I do enjoy Assassin's Creed, but I almost feel like their games, they're milking their franchise, definitely. And they could do with a break. It might, next time they announce a game, it might, if they took a break for a year or two, it might gain some more momentum. Anyway, this next game is freaking amazing. It's called Castlevania: The Dracula X Chronicles. It has Castlevania Dracula X and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So Castlevania X was called Rondo of Blood, and it plays very similar to Symphony of the Night. But for, I do believe this goes between like $7 and $10 complete, decent condition. That's a hell of a deal for this game. It's a must-own for any PSP owner. And I don't know anybody who didn't like Symphony of the Night. So, and I'm sure there are people out there. I'm just saying I haven't met anybody actually. So, just a quick note: the Assassin's Creed and stuff, it might go between $5 and $7, and the Ace Combat's probably about the same price range, $5 to $7 now. This next game, I enjoy the Darkstalkers compilation a lot. This Darkstalkers Chronicles, the Chaos Tower. I believe it has all three Darkstalkers on it, 1, 2, and 3. I really enjoy the Darkstalkers series. Not as deep as like the Street Fighter and stuff, but definitely a cool compilation and series. I think you can pick this up between like $7 and $8, so not expensive. This next game, I'm not like hugely into tactics games, but I really enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. Now this is just a remake or a port of the PlayStation 1 version. I think it's got some extra like FMV cutscenes, maybe a couple extra missions and stuff, but for the same, it's pretty much the same game. So I don't know what's on these things, but anyway, very good game. You could probably pick this up between like $7 and $8 used complete. So now I picked all three of these games up at a garage sale. Grand Theft Auto games, you can never really go wrong with a Grand Theft Auto game. So there's Chinatown Wars, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories. Now, believe it or not, actually, these games go closer to like the $10 and $12 range used. They're pretty common. As you can see, they're greatest hits for at least Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories. But if you enjoy playing Grand Theft Auto on your PS2 at all, you'll enjoy this. And it's kind of a nice to have it on the handheld, because it's kind of just pick up and go, you know, play for a couple of minutes, kind of like what handhelds are made to. So, but that's that. I recommend those. This next one's kind of a weird game. It's called M+. I had heard interesting things about it. It's kind of a puzzle game, platforming type puzzle game. It's not expensive. I think you can pick it up for about what I paid for it there, $3.99 or less. It's kind of a neat game if you like platforming and puzzlers. But if you don't, you might want to shy away from that. This next game was also a PlayStation 1 game. I do believe it was one of the first PlayStation 1 games that they came out with. Might have been like a launch title or something. But it's called Paw Rappa the Rapper. And what can I say about this game? It's a rhythm game. It's really strange. I was never very good at it, but I don't own the PlayStation 1 version. So just to be able to play it, I got this one. And you can get this between like $5 and $6 used. So it's if you just want to be able to play it, that's definitely a good entry point into it, you know. This next game was a sleeper hit for me. Kind of towards the end of the PSP life cycle, when I got the PSP again. I have it, I believe, in this case over here, the game. But anyway, I was just like looking up like good cheap games. That's kind of what my Google search was, and this popped up. It was actually made by Sony Computer Entertainment System, or the Sony developers, and it's a tower defense game. It's only on PlayStation. It's I actually have a lot of fun with this game, and it's really cool because you can just pick it up and play it for a mission or two, which only takes maybe 10 minutes or so. But I found it very fun. I think you can pick this up for $3 or less, so I definitely recommend it. This next game was my wife's. I do enjoy Rock Band. I've never been a big collector of Rock Band or anything. This is also a cheap game. If you ever like the Rock Band games, you'll enjoy this. It's not as deep because, you know, you have to use the PSP controller and stuff, but it's a good game all around. Again, I don't think it's very expensive. I think you can pick this up between like $2 and $4 used, probably. So now, keep an account, I'm not including shipping for any of these, and sometimes shipping can up the price almost double, especially if you're buying a cheap game. But a lot of times people offer free shipping as well. But anyway, This next game is called Shin Megami Tensei Persona. Now, this is a great way to play the game if you don't want to spend $80 to $100 on the PlayStation 1 version. This is actually graphically probably a little bit better. I have the PS1 version, but I like having it on a handheld as well. But it also came with a limited edition, which I'm still looking for actually. But this game goes for around $20 complete still, so it's definitely cheaper than the 80 or the 100. And then there's this game, which I have the limited edition over here. And this is the same thing that came with the Persona 1. Came with just the soundtrack, the game, and this collector's box and stuff. But this, I always enjoy the soundtrack for Shin Megami Tensei games. I have the one for Nocturne, Persona 4. I actually listened to them, which I won't say with all my ODSTs. But this one, Innocent Sin, actually wasn't released in America until the PSP version. The one we got on PS1 was Eternal Punishment. I do believe this was the first one. Eternal Punishment was the second. But this is the only way you can really play it unless you have an emulator. So I would recommend that to anyone that's a fan of Persona games. Now, a lot of people that were fans of Persona 3 and 4 sometimes are on the fence about Persona 1 and 2 if they like it or not. So that's just something to look out for. These next games, Persona 3 Portable. Now this actually added a lot of new content. You could play as a female. I think you could romance some of the male colleagues as a female, definitely. Now, I bought this. This is brand new. I bought this when it was, I think I bought it for $15, brand new on Amazon. This was maybe a year or two ago, and the game is shot up new. I think it's closer to 30 or 40 bucks, brand new, and used is probably $20 to $30. Now, Persona 3 is actually one of my favorite Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm not I am a Persona fanboy, but I gotta remember I played Nocturne. And well, I played Persona 3 first, then I played Nocturne, Digital Devil Saga, and I had to wait for Persona 4 to come out. But you know, I've really enjoyed the Shin Megami Tensei games. So, but this, if you like Persona 3, and you have the PSP, this is almost a must. Almost as good as Persona 4 Golden as it is for the Vita, but very deep game. It is a little different. But I don't think it takes away from anything. And again, like, just being able to play as a female and stuff, I think is a really cool option. So, this next game I got because, again, I think at the same time as the Ace Combat. It was complete. It was, I think, a couple of bucks. I think this only goes for, like, $4 or $5 maybe. If you like the SOCOM games and you like first-person shooters, like, you can find first-person shooters relatively cheap. This next game I bought brand new. I had to have this game. It's called Valkyria Chronicles 2. The first one came out for the PlayStation 3, and it was actually one of my favorite PlayStation 3 games. Strategy, turn-based kind of strategy, RPG. Even had some cool little Easter eggs like Aya and man, what's that guy's name? The guy's name from my Skies of Arcadia Legends. They were like hidden characters you could get, which I thought was really cool. But I love this game. I still think it's about $20 used. I paid $20 for it new, but you could probably find it between $15 and $20 used. I highly recommend it if you ever like the first one, or you like strategy games, or you like RPGs. And this next game, I don't have the case for. I do believe it's over here. It's called here it is. Valkyrie Profile, and this is Valkyrie Profile Lilith, which is the same game again for PS1. You see a theme here a little bit, but if you want to play an expensive game for cheap, this is the way how. I believe that this goes between like $10 and $15. So, but it actually adds a little bit more. I think it has some cutscenes and stuff, different missions. And then if you enjoy movies, the PSP has a ton of movies for cheap. Like, I think I picked up all of these for $1 or less. But, yeah, Eon Flux, I just picked it up because it was kind of obscure. Hostel was an awesome horror. I'm a horror fan, and 28 Days Later. But, that's my PSP collection, guys. Again, I'm sorry it's taken me so long to upload a video, but, moving quite a bit of distance and stuff. It takes a toll. So, but I'll be uploading this, maybe some more videos here soon, guys. And thanks for being patient. I'll see you next time. Bye.